Hi, Nneka. Hi,
Hi.
Chelsea. How are you?
Hello.
Hey, Derek. How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
You guys have been around for a while, both of you guys, you and Chelsea, and you've been in playoffs before. How much different was it this year, and how much harder was it, and how do you foresee the team getting through this one?
So this is my 8th year. It's my 4th year playing in this new format. I played in the old format 4 times. Old format is, it had its caveats because the West is very strong. So a lot of times it was disappointing to see only one great team come out the West. We never made it past the conference finals, but in this new format, this is now our 4th year and our 3rd type of position in this. I think that, to be honest, I think that fighting for 3rd and 4th, I wouldn't say that it's rewarded in the way that it should be because you still have to play an elimination game. But ultimately, I think we did a great job of getting the rest that we needed and getting prepared for this game and coming out and being serious about it. I think our team didn't really think of it as an elimination game. And I think that it was good in that way because the pressure that might have, coupled with knowing that this could be your last game, it's not the type of energy that you want. So I think that we came out just understanding that we had to come out and play hard and perform.
What about you, Chelsea? Do you like the format?
I would have to agree with Nneka. I think there's certain points. I think it was maybe last year where a team played so well throughout the whole regular season, and then they have one game. You can have an off game, and then you're out. So all that hard work you have done in the regular season, it's kind of wasted at that point. So it'll be something interesting going forward.
Merchant, The Athletic. Can you guys talk about what it was like to see, old school Elena Beard out there today?
Yeah. It was great. She's had a hard year, in and out, battling some little lingering injuries sometimes. So it's good to see her get going. And we have faith in her whenever she steps on the court. And her voice and her message and her presence is always felt. So it's just nice to have her out there on the court and be an impact.
Any chance I can play with her, I cherish. If you guys have been watching us the last, she's been on my team the whole time I've been on this team. So any chance I can play with her, I'm very grateful for that moment. You guys know what she can do. So anytime that I'm able to be out there with her, I really take advantage of it.
Michelle Smith, WNBA.com. I'll start with Nneka, and then I'm going to come to Chelsea. The box score has some big contributions from a lot of different people. People had moments today where they did something that was really important for you. How big of a slingshot is that into the next round to have so many people contributing to success?
I think that's kind of been the tale of our team this season. Whether it was because we were down numbers and certain people had to step up, or because there's just people out there that are taking advantage of their time. We're a team of moments. We're a team of opportunities. We're a team that grinds, and I think that was really reflective of the win today.
I would have to agree. I think during the regular season, we were in Atlanta and we had 7-8 people that were able to go into the game. So it's rewarding to have a full roster and to be able to execute and down the stretch. You don't know who's coming in, but when your number's called, just being ready. And it was reflective of that. I'm looking at efficiency, and Sid's at 26, Chanae's at 29, Elena 30. Those are the things that we're going to have going down the stretch. It's going to take everybody.
Nikki K with Spectrum. You guys, it was a close game going into the locker room at half. What was the conversation at halftime, and what transpired out on the court to actually allow you guys to pull ahead?
I mean, before the coaches came in, we discussed a lot about how what we were doing is good. There's a few little things here and there that we needed to make sure that they couldn't take advantage of. I mean, I think we've seen in the last few games, even outside of the playoffs, how aggressive Jordan Canada has been playing. She got to us in the first half, and we wanted to make sure that we could clog up that paint and transition a little bit more. And then offensively, we have to move the ball and move our bodies. That's really it. And that's the name of the game for anybody we play against. If the ball is still, then it doesn't suit us just because of the types of players that we have.
Coach, LT Willis, TG Sports right here. Now that you finally got your first win, you know you got to go on the road now. What's going to be your preparation to have more success on the road compared to the regular season?
Well, man, first part is resting and recovering from, from getting prepared for today. And, we're fortunate enough to now get into Connecticut tonight, as opposed to tomorrow. So, hopefully that'll help us as well. But we just, have to quickly turn the page to a new opponent in terms of how we want to prepare, the things that we want to do offensively and defensively. But, we've tried to stress to our team all season long that, as opponents change, we don't necessarily have to change who we are. We just need to be stronger and better in some of the things that we're already capable of doing. And I thought that, that was indicative today of the way the players just continue to play and trust, like Nneka was saying at halftime, that the things that we're doing are working out pretty good. If we can clean up a couple areas, that'll give us a chance. And, they came out in the second half and continue to stick with that defense and make it hard for Seattle to get points. So that's what we want to carry forward against Connecticut. We know they're good at home. We know the crowd's going to be into it, but we're going to have to lean on our defense. And as Nneka also mentioned, in terms of offensively, moving the basketball so that the ball doesn't stick and the ball's moving and players are moving.
Nick Hamilton, Nightfall Media. This question is for all of you on the panel. With all the ups and downs that you guys have gone through with the injuries and the constant rotations, what does it feel like now to finally have this team together, and what do you feel like you're going to need to do better offensively against a team like Connecticut?
It feels amazing to look down the bench and we have all 12 down there ready to get in the game and ready to contribute. I think we're going to have to continue to do the little things on both sides of the ball defensively, like Nneka said, playing that transition defense and make people play against our half court. And then offensively, spacing, running our stuff with execution and spacing and pace and moving our bodies. So I think we'll be in great shape if we just do the things that we talk about.
What she said. Yeah, I don't think there's much else to say. It's just always been about the whole group, and as we've tried to stress that from the beginning. And a lot of our players, they're rewarding each other and themselves. It's not really about what they're doing necessarily or what we've done for them. Like every woman on the roster is just trying to take advantage of her opportunity when she gets it. Everybody shows up early to try to get work in so that when they get in the game, they're ready to go. And that's something we're going to need in this next series as well.
Hi, Marian Swanson with the LA Daily News. Nneka, I just wanted to ask you, it seemed like a scary moment on the court after your post-game interview. What happened there? And I don't know, have you ever experienced anything like that?
I don't know who that was. I have no idea who that was. I think he was just, a very enthusiastic fan that maybe got caught up in the moment. But, we have the security in place to manage those situations and diffuse those situations.
We have time for two more. Catch a plane. We have Pavy right there, and then one with Brady.
Pavy here, HNB Media. Question for all of you guys. Can you talk about the way that you guys ended quarters and you had, key plays? You had the TRP rebound, also the Raquana Williams 3. Can you just speak to that and just the energy and effort that you guys played with consistently all night?
That's just who we got on the team. I can't really explain how that works. It's really just who we have on the team. And I think us understanding that no moment is lost. It's not over till the clock is up. And I think we continually have those types of moments, as you've seen in this season. Obviously, Chelsea is probably like the president of those moments. But that's just who we got. It's plain and simple.
Man. You ain't have to do that.
What? Bae.
I just think it's a momentum killer when you end the quarter that way. And Raquana having that at the end is just, it sucks the life out of the opponent. And I just think those moments we got to build on going into the next quarter, and it creates momentum down the stretch. Even if you finish a half and you have that break, you're still thinking about kind of that last play. and how you want to build on that. And that's what we kind of stressed at halftime too. We had a good play, things like that, or I don't know, whatever happens. But we want to be able to build on that the next time we come out.
Brady Pop for LA Times. Nneka and Chelsea, last year you obviously had a kind of difficult travel situation with the playoff games having to go cross country a few
this
times.
is completely foiled to what we experienced last year. Oh,
There's
whoa.
more time in between too.
Right.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Anyway, sorry.
No, you're getting right to it. Between the more time between the games and ending at home, having the bye, having a week off, and now obviously the news of the chartered flights as well. Can you just put to words how much that means, how much that helps going forward?
President, talk about it.
It means a lot. I think it means we're moving in the right direction. My hope is that it doesn't stop there. I think once we see consistency and priority with obviously player health and safety, then we can't go wrong with that. You know, I'm glad to be, I don't know if this is the first charter flight that's been sanctioned in the WNBA, but if it is, then we're also making history. So it'll be good to see how we move forward from here. They've set the bar, so you're gonna hear it from the players now. But I'm very grateful, and kudos to Kathy to be able to have something that is implemented so quickly. She hasn't even been around for 2 months, I don't think. So this is great.
We gon' slide, we gon' chill. She said she loves me, I'm her threat. She riding with me, she siding with